And yet, almost all the Jews in England, there were a bunch of them. The regular day in and day out type individuals in businesses and so on, they all died in concentration camps. Very few, ended up in England, actually in uniform fighting, but very few. I often, it's a horrible thing to say, but I think that there is a small percentage of Jewish people, very small percentage of Jewish people, who have forgotten about their religion, but not about the basic political leanings. And whether you want to call it the political leaning of the race, I don't know. But then you look at Israel, and just recently the conservatives won the elections there. So, yeah. But when a teacher today starts talking about racism or about the minority races, they always talk about blacks, and let's face it, that's next thing is gonna be including Latinos, and that's gonna go on until they become the majority in this country.
Yeah, they already started that. There's Native Americans. Those are the three minority groups that are classy to, progressive to be impressed with.
Yeah.
Not Orientals though.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's talk about something. I always ask a question, and I sort of thought maybe that your history teaching in your school was a little bit more different from what I see, say, at Granville High.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot different. Because if we did come across stuff in our textbook, all the kid it was mostly me and my other friend, but we were smart enough to figure out when something was being overemphasized. Yeah. You could tell the leanings of what was being written. And so we would say it out loud in class that seems they're skewing it or something like that. And then everyone else kind of caught on, and we could figure it out ourselves. That's because we could think. And our teachers taught us that.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time our teacher, because it was an election and everything like that, and she got a free subscription to the New York Times magazine they sent out to high school students, government class and everything like that. And we were reading through it, and it was ridiculous. Because Obama was basically on every cover, at least almost every single one. I remember one reading an article about Obama and the blacks and everything, what it means. And there was a quote by some lady, some senator, representative, black representative. It was telling that she's talking about just because Obama doesn't mean any black can do it, which I thought was really a telling statement about the people that are running, that are kind of seen as leaders among blacks and everything like that. They're talking themselves, other people, their own race down, saying they can't achieve stuff. And that's when you get so many problems, is when you're being told that you can't do something.
Yeah.
It sinks into your mindset. And I think it's sunk in the last generation or so, where people feel entitled because they're not able to do stuff, and they have to feel this envy towards other races because they feel like, because they've been told by their own people they can't do something.
Yeah. As it does say, the thought I always had is that one should forget about sorting people out by race. It's just
There's a lot of other factors that drive a person to do the things they do besides the color of someone's skin.
Well, it just may be that, the application of, like, for instance, take the case in where was it in New England, where the exams for the fire department were overturned because why even bring race into it? Why make a political statement? Just, to me, it defies logic. It's, you want the best people for your fire department that you can get. Regardless of whether they're black, yellow, or white. As simple as that. But it's I blame the leadership of the black community to many of the failures among the blacks, because they're always being told, you're not good enough, therefore things have to be done to enhance your chances. And it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Mm-hmm. I had a guy come to me when I was just starting at Safeco in Panorama City. And he was, very company oriented and so on. And I didn't really like Safeco because they insisted on everybody wearing a tie, all the time and this kind of stuff. And very, not only that, but only white shirts. You couldn't wear even this. Anyway, and he was always somehow feeling me out on and I don't know what the outcome of that was, but he made a statement to the effect that somebody who comes as an immigrant to the States and is not born in that there should be some way of sort of, he wasn't really, I guess